All right. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic day. We've got a full 15-game MLB slate. We're going to talk about each game. Video is a little late getting out here, guys. Did have some things going on. So, we're going to get the abbreviated version today. Let's recap yesterday real quick. We went 2 and 3. Dodgers minus 1.5. Scored 2 runs. Ended up winning 2-1. Yankees raced to 4 and 5. Couldn't get the job done with runners in scoring position. 3-0 Yankees. That one was frustrating. Tigers money line, Scooble 7 Ks, cash. And then our 3-leg parlay at plus 218. Giants, Dodgers, Yankees money line, cash. So we ended up down about a half a unit. All right, I've got 5 plays today, and we're going to bang these out really quick. First game, Rays and the Yankees, Zach Littell, Clark Schmidt. We got a 10 to 13 mile an hour wind, basically blowing from right to left. It's going to be 77 degrees with mid humidity, mid pressure. Home runs are going to be up. Runs are going to be down. This is a system play for me. If the home runs are up, I take the Yankees. They're a hard hitting team. This Rays team is still struggling offensively. Zach Littell, 5 and 7 with a 4.24 ERA away since last season. Against the Yankees, he is 2-1 with almost a 6 ERA and 13 Ks. So he has some success. He pitched against them twice last year. His last outing, they got him for 5. His first outing in 2023, they got him for 4. So he's given up a decent amount of runs. We look at Clark Schmidt. He's decent against the Rays, 2-3 with a 3.06 ERA. Last season, he faced them twice, went 12 innings, gave up 1 earned run. 12 innings, 12 hits, 1 earned run. So I like the Yankees here. Talking to somebody today, and they were pulling up some statistical trends. Pretty wild. If you look at the Yankees, after they've defeated an opponent and they shut them out and they went under their team total, they're like 20-3 over the last couple of years. Pretty insane. So like the Yankees here, but we've got to find some value. So we're going to parlay them with somebody else. All right, next game here. And the reason why I like the Yankees pitch splits suck for Littell. Fastball, cutter, split, sinker. That's pretty much what he throws. Yankees third hitting a fastball, first hitting the cutter, first hitting the splitter and the sinker. Now, on the Yankee side, for Schmidt, I don't necessarily love him, don't trust him. His slider and curveball are susceptible to these Rays, who are a top 5 offense hitting right-handed pitchers throwing those pitches. So there is an angle here where you can find some value. Take the Yankees to win. Take the Rays team total over 1.5. That'll get you 2+ money. So that would be my pick there, but we are just going to parlay it with another team that I like. But that's an option as well. Astros and the White Sox. Didn't want to touch the Astros yesterday. Framber was just somebody I couldn't get behind. Different story today. I like Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown 4-1 on the year. Going up against Davis Martin 1-3. Don't look now. The White Sox have won 2 in a row. They are 1 win away from double digits. They're 9-23 on the season. Going up against the Astros, who are 5-8 away, lost 2 in a row, 6-4 in their last 10. So everything says, well, maybe take a flyer on the White Sox. But I like Hunter Brown to bounce back in an aggressive way today. Hunter Brown to record a win is one of the options I had, but we're going to go with a little plus 214 parlay here. We're going to take Houston to win, and we're going to take Martin to go under 4.5 Ks and go over 4.5 hits. Parlay those together, you get plus 214. I've got a full unit on that. I like that play there. One probably doesn't happen without the other, in my opinion. Maybe the Ks they can get away with. But Davis Martin, 49% hard hit percentage. It's going to be a little chilly again, like it was yesterday, 48 degrees with high humidity and mid pressure. And we got a 17-mile-an-hour wind blowing out to right field. So I do like some runs to be scored. I don't think it's going to be a crazy amount. Over-under is 8. I would probably still lean towards the under there. All right, next game is going to be the Mets and the Cards. Tyler McGill going up against Eric Fedde. Fedde 1-3 versus McGill 3-2. McGill's got a 1.74 ERA. Eric Fedde 4.68. We got a 15-mile-an-hour wind blowing out to right field. It's going to be 54 degrees. High humidity and mid pressure. So not a terrible day. If we look at Fedde, giving up a 216 average to lefties, 250 to righties. Not really a spot here I want to get behind the Cards here, especially after yesterday. McGill's looked pretty good last start. He did face the Nats, went into the 7th inning, gave up only 3 hits, but it was 3 earned runs. So he did give up a dinger there, only walked 1. So that's usually my issue with him is walks. We look at Fetty coming off a pretty bad start against Milwaukee at home, where he gave up 10 hits and 7 earned runs, walked 2, hit 1, but did not give up a homer. Start prior to that was pretty decent against the Braves. Good starts against the Astros and the Pirates. So you're either going to get a good start or a horrendous start from him, and I just don't like this matchup for him today. Juan Soto's hitting 2 for 3 off of him. Winker's 2 for 7. Nemo's 1 for 3. Alonso's 0 for 2. Vientos 1 for 2. McNeil 1 for 3. You've got some decent matchups here. On the other side, a little bit of success, right? Again, we're talking about small plate appearances here, 2-3 ABs at most. But like Wilson Contreras is 1 for 2. Brendan Donovan's 1 for 3. Jordan Walker's 1 for 2. So I guess there's an angle to get to him, but it's just a better team, man. Give me the Mets here, but we're going to combine them a little bit. All right, next game, Guardians and the Blue Jays. Roof's closed, so we don't have to worry about the weather. Gavin Williams gets Kevin Gausman. I don't love this. I think taking the Blue Jays at this line is, I guess, minus 126 isn't bad, but if you use that book, more traditional books, a little bit higher odds. Probably a spot for Cleveland here. If we look at Gausman, decent splits. My issue with Gavin Williams is against righties. He just gets torched. 364 average to righties. So not really a game I want to get behind. If we look at Gausman at home against Cleveland over the last 2 years, they've hit him pretty good. Gave up 5 earned runs and 3 earned runs. So that's 2023 and 2024. 1 start each. Gausman doesn't get a lot of run support, only getting 3 runs per game in run support. Both guys are getting hit pretty hard. It's like, let's just take the over. I don't really love Toronto's bullpen right now. I think they're in pretty bad shape for this game, but the Guardians are in good shape. So that makes me a little nervous about taking it over. I just can't find an angle here. It's a fade for me. You're getting decent value to take Cleveland if you can still get them at plus money. That's what I'll say about that. All right, Rockies and the Giants. It's Blaylock going up against Jordan Hicks. Blaylock 0-1 with a 10 ERA, 357 opponent average. We're not talking about a lot of innings here. Going up against Jordan Hicks, 1-3, 281 opponent average and a 6 ERA. I was behind the Giants yesterday because I thought Robbie Ray could dominate, and it was Anthony Senzatella. It was a beautiful spot. Not so much today. Don't trust Jordan Hicks, giving up a 322 average to lefties, 250 to righties, 48% hard hit percentage. Blaylock on the other side, a low hard hit percentage, but giving up almost a 500 average to lefties and 300 to righties. Can't trust the Rockies bats to take him up plus 225. We've got a 20-mile-an-hour wind blowing out to left field / left center. 52 degrees with high humidity and mid pressure. Got to remember, a 20-mile-an-hour wind on this park isn't massive. It does a very good job of blocking the wind. So it does constrain the winds. Home runs are down 31%, runs down 10. I would go with the over. There's no way I would pick the Giants at this price. I don't trust Hicks. Both teams should be able to score. Give me over 8 in this spot. All right, next game is going to be the Padres and the Pirates. Randy Vasquez going up against Bailey Falter. 2 pitchers you just love to trust, both 1-3 on the year. Vasquez returning back to his form. Cinderella has turned back. 4.28 ERA. Bailey Falter 5.93. We got an over-under of 9. Likely to have rain in this game. 68 degrees, mid-humidity, mid-pressure. 6-mile-an-hour wind in from right field. I would lean towards the under 9 in this one, and I would lean towards the Pirates, actually. Just can't get behind Randy Vasquez. I do think there's opportunities for certain guys on this ball club. I think O'Neal Cruz could have a massive day today. He is green across the board. So I love some type of O'Neal Cruz prop in this one. I think Joey Bart, Brian Reynolds, Brian Hayes, Andrew McCutcheon, all these guys have plus matchups. And on the other side, we had Fernando Tatis Jr. I'm not sure if he's going to play. Left the game last night. That's a huge hit. It's Pirates or nothing for me in this game. All right, next game, Athletics and the Marlins. Osvaldo Bido going up against Max Meyer. Not a game I love. 77 degrees, mid-humidity pressure, 11 mile an hour blowing in from center field. So runs are going to be down. Home runs are going to be down. If we look at Mayer, it impacts the Marlins more. Beto is a fly ball pitcher to the utmost degree. 71% of his outs come via the fly ball. Mayer is a ground ball guy. So to me, that actually benefits the A's, the fact that the wind's blowing in. But there's a spot to take the Marlins here, in my opinion. That said, I'm not pulling the trigger on the Marlins, but they've lost 6 in a row. Athletics have won their last 3. They're 8-2 in their last 10, 12-6 on the road. I mean, everything here says take the A's. Statistically, you take the A's. My only concern is the pitch splits for Beto. He's giving up a 356 average to righties. Like, he is struggling, but he's not giving up hard hits. But he is giving up a lot of hits. Max Mayer's been pitching really well. To me, it's just all about how you do against the slider and the changeup and the Athletics. You know, he throws the slider 50% of the time, changeup about 17. A's are 12th hitting the slider. So there is a little bit of value here in taking the A's. They have the better bullpen, albeit they're both terrible bullpens. I wouldn't mind taking the over 8 either, but recent trends have been unders, have just been smashing lately. All right, next game. Twins and the Red Sox. Bailey Ober going up against Hunter Dobbins in this game at Fenway. Should be a pretty interesting game in terms of the weather. 70 degrees, chance of rain, mid-humidity, low pressure. That's good for carry. And we got a 9 mile an hour wind blowing out to left center. So runs are going to be up. We see that reflected in this total of 9.5. Ober is a fly ball pitcher. About 69% of his outs come via the fly ball. I think the Red Sox are going to be able to get to his slider and his curveball. I don't think they'll struggle mightily to get to his fastball. It's a Bo Sox spot. Give me the Red Sox here. Hunter Dobbins hasn't been bad at all. He's been very serviceable. In fact, he's 2-0 with a 250 average, 2.45 ERA. I don't trust the Twins bats, so this is a Red Sox spot for me. All right, next game is going to be the D-backs and the Phillies, maybe game of the night. Pretty decent game yesterday. Brandon Pfaadt going up against Aaron Nola. Nola still searching for that first dub. Had a pretty decent game against the Cubbies in Wrigley last outing. Give me the Diamondbacks on the first 5. I don't really want to trust their bullpen. I don't trust either team's bullpen. It's a coin flip of randomness and shittiness. So give me the D-backs on the first 5. Should have won last night. Out-hit the Phillies. Just couldn't get any clutch hits here. I think they should be able to get to Nola's fastball. It's very gettable. D-backs do a great job of hitting the fastball. That said, so do the Phillies. So this could just be some fastball crushing night tonight. 79 degrees with mid-humidity, low pressure, and a 12 mile an hour wind blowing out to center field. Home runs are going to be up 42%. Runs up 14%. Neither of these guys are prolific fly ball pitchers, but Nola does give up more fly balls. In terms of the record, Pfaadt's 5-1. Nola's 0-5. Pfaadt rocking a 2.78 ERA to Nola's 5.40. Both have a pretty similar hard hit percentage. I just think the D-backs pull this one out. So give me the D-backs on the first 5 at plus 100. Next game, Reds and the Nats. They did end up playing this game, albeit it got delayed by quite a bit, but it did get played. Trevor Williams going up against Nick Lodolo. Lodolo last outing in Colorado looked fantastic. Everything we were hoping to see from Nick, we got to see. He was able to elevate the fastball. He was able to change the eye levels. His breaking pitches look sharp, which is crazy. Because the reason why you see a lot of runs in quarters because balls don't break as much because of the altitude. So I like him tonight. There is a chance of rain, 57 degrees, high humidity, low pressure. We're going to have about a 3 mile an hour wind blowing from left to right. Home runs are going to be up a little bit. Trevor Williams is a fly ball pitcher. He doesn't strike out a ton of people. Primarily throws fastball and a slider. That scares me a little bit because the Reds suck at hitting sliders. But they should be able to get to him here. And I think Lodolo should have a pretty decent day. Give me the Reds in this spot. Reds not to bat in the 9th at minus 130 is going to be our official play in that one. All right, Mariners and the Rangers. It's Patrick Corbin Day going up against Luis Castillo. Castillo 3-2 on the year. Corbin 2-1, but giving up a 308 opponent average, 3.79 ERA. Give me the Mariners. Like I said yesterday, they are one of the most powerful offensive teams away from Safeco. So give me the Mariners to just continue to crush this Rangers team that offensively cannot find their way. So too big of an advantage here. Cal Raleigh's been an absolute demon offensively, so probably continues that streak today. Next game, Cubs and the Brewers. Jameson Taillon going up against Jose Quintana. Tough game. It's a flip 'em or a coin flip here. Pick 'em. If you can get the Cubs at plus money, take them. I think that's kind of the path here. But Quintana 4-0. The line's so weird that it makes me just want to take the Brewers. I do like the Nerfy in this spot, but slight lean Brewers. No magical sauce as to why. Just Jameson Taillon. I don't necessarily trust him. 316 average to righties, but he's not giving up a hard hit percentage that's very high. Cubs are the better team. This is just one of those. It's a weird line. Therefore, I kind of lean Brewers. But would I be shocked if the Cubs stomp them again? No. But that's kind of a reverse system play. If they get stomped, take the team that got stomped to win the next day. So it kind of lines up from a line standpoint to that. All right, Dodgers and the Braves. We've got Hiroki Sasaki going up against Spencer Schwellenbach. Rain is possible, 68 degrees, high humidity, mid-pressure, and we got a 7-mile-an-hour wind blowing in kind of from in between right field and first base. So kind of an angled wind here. Really won't impact the game too much. Do I trust Sasaki? No, absolutely not. He's 0-1, giving up a 200 opponent average. Schwellenbach's looked a lot more human lately. To me, it's just control issues for Sasaki. Still don't trust him. This is the Braves team that isn't crazy patient, but they walk above the league average. So I can't trust Sasaki. So no play for me. It's Dodgers or pass. I still can't get behind this Braves offense. We saw a pretty lackluster performance by the Dodgers yesterday, but I would lean towards them today. We're getting good value to take the better team, let's be honest. Next game is going to be the Royals and the Orioles. Bubic going up against Sugano. Interesting game yesterday. Went under quite a bit. First 5 was 0-0, which I was on Kansas City. First 5 plus a half a run, so that worked out pretty well. Bubic 2-2 with a 213 average. Going up against Sugano, who's 3-1 with a 252 average. Pretty low ERAs for both. We've got 77 degrees with a pretty erratic wind blown out. It varies between 2 to 13 miles an hour. Home runs are going to be up. Runs are going to be up. Play I like the most in this one is Bubic over 4.5 Ks. That is one that almost made the card for me. I really like that spot, to be honest with you. So that's where I see that one. But ultimately, Orioles should get the job done here. I think Sugano, we've seen him give up some runs early, but he's been able to control games. This is a veteran in a pretty good spot. Now, flip side to that, it's a freaking lefty. Royals are throwing a lefty. So do we really want to trust the Orioles against a lefty? No. Do I trust the Royals offensively? No. Give me the under. Under would be my best bet in this one. I don't care if the wind's blowing out. Just take the under. If you can get an under 9 right now, smash that. No, don't smash anything for the record. Don't smash. Proper unit size, bankroll management. There is no smashing. All right, Tigers and the Angels, last game of the day. Flaherty, Hendricks. Pretty easy, guys. Angels bullpen's trash. We saw it again last night. Just absolutely crumbled in the ninth and let the Tigers, it looked like Tigers just stomped them, but that wasn't the case at all. Flaherty, Hendricks, I can't trust Hendricks and his 6.65 ERA. He's 0-3. Throws the fastball 52% of the time, about 91 miles an hour. It should get crushed. Flaherty's going to do okay. I don't think he's going to be lights out today, but with this shit bullpen they have, I mean, it's Tigers -1, Tigers run line. I don't know if I want to take them first 5, but I definitely want to utilize that bullpen. So to me, it's Tigers -1, Tigers run line. All right, let's get our best bets, get you guys on your way. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. We're going to start running some different plays, kind of some value plays, if you will. Really start beefing up our units one here. So I've been, researching some angles. So I like where we're at. And some of those are going to be posted in the Discord as well. So absolutely free to join. First play of the day is going to be the Mets money line and Meatball McGill to give up at least 4 hits. Very reasonable. And we're turning something that's minus 140 into something that's plus 140 something. So love that spot. And then we already talked about Davis Martin for the White Sox to go under Ks, but over in hits, and the Astros to win, plus 214. Reds not to bat in the 9th. So they do not bat. That's under game props and DraftKings. We're going to take no at minus 130. D-backs first 5. We're just fading Nola. Fott's had a great season. We're getting plus 100 to do that. I would like a little bit more value, but I'll take it. And then we're going to do the Mariners and the Yankees on the money line. Pair those two together, you get plus 169. Now, another play I like in this for the Yankees. Take the Yankees and take Clark Schmidt under 5.5 Ks. You can get that at plus 180 on DraftKings. So that is another option. You throw in the Rays to go over to score 2 runs, 2 measly runs, and you can crank that all the way to almost 250. So that is another plus money play. I like it. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the Sunday Fun Day video coming up.